What's going on, guys? My name is Rumble Skrash, and in today's video we're going to be talking about one of the possible teams that you can build with this brand new Conis. I wanted to showcase her because I think that she works really well against side units, obviously, and with the combination of B3 Katakuri, we are massively debuffing the enemy side units. Now, the thing, like you might say, oh, but you're debuffing the enemy units, so that means that their specials are gonna activate after the first 30 seconds. So the defense from Roger and Dofi are not gonna be active. The thing is, we are only delaying the side units, which are mainly in the slasher team are Roger, B3 Low, and Kizaru. Kizaru has such a low special CT that he will be activating anyway. And the good thing that we are gonna be doing with that is slowing him down a bit, which is gonna be nice. And but the main idea of this debuffing the side units is that we are actually making it quite easier for the Odin enemy Odin to activate first and then Roger, that's gonna be massive. Also, we have quite a bit of HP, which I think is one of the better ways to counter the slashers, because even with a lot of defense, the fixed damage is definitely killing you if you don't have HP. So that's the thing. And also, one thing that I wanted to mention is that the B3 law in the enemy team is gonna be debuffing our Dofi and Katakuri, but the speed we don't really care, because Katakuri is actually giving speed to Ind units, so it's more or less the same. And then Conis has a lot of speed because she's not getting debuffed. And but the good thing about B3 law being in the enemy team is that we are kind of guaranteeing that if Dofi activates a special, Dofi will actually activate the special when the enemy units have maximum level 5 defense up, and that is counting that the enemy Dofi has activated, or that the defense buff from his special is still active. And the thing is, Katakuri with the passive is giving defense down level 4 to side units, so we are actually getting a lot of damage if we target side units with the special of Dofi. And also we have a lot of fixed damage with Roger and Katakuri if they get to activate. If they don't, we have units coming in with max specials. And also we have obviously this Conis, which is massively debuffing the whole team by defense down level 2 and speed down level 6, which is really good for 24 seconds, which is a lot. And we are also getting like a chance to special bind, well, guaranteed to special bind 2 units. The thing is that Roger completely ignores that, and Kizaru has a 70% chance. So normally we will be special binding B3 low, but if we are unlucky, we might not be special binding anybody. And in terms of action bind, yeah, Roger resisted, but the other two doesn't. So if you are really unlucky, yes, you this part of the special of Conis can actually do nothing against the slashers, but normally it does something. And even if it only, for example, it only special binds B3 low, it's really good because you are saving, like, kind of saving, let's say, quote unquote, 2200 damage from the special of law, which can actually help you a lot. So we're gonna be seeing how it goes. I have been testing this team. It's not as kind of a guarantee as the previous team that I showcased with Calgaro and Nolan as inside the slasher team. So that was a pretty broken team. In this case, we're gonna be saying that it's um like it's more like on the level of the slasher team in terms of against the slasher team. So it's like, yes, I wouldn't say 50-50, but it can work really well. And the thing is, you can get a lot of fun by using these conies, because it's really fun to special bind and action bind the enemy units, so that they do nothing. And then when your PP Whitebeard, Golgar, Nolan start to activate, and the thing is, yes, I have this Otama here. Kaku would be better because you actually want at the late game a lot of damage. But yes, I do not have Kaku, which is annoying. But yeah, maybe Otama will be doing something. Before I had it like this, but I want him to Calgary and Nolan to be ready. So we're gonna be seeing how it goes. I'm gonna find some slasher teams, and we're gonna be testing this team. So I managed to find a fully maxed slasher team. I know this particular team doesn't have any unit on the bench, but I think, well, it's not exactly fully maxed, but it's maxed. So I think it's gonna be interesting to see, like, we're gonna start escalating. So and one thing I want to mention is that do not go with this team against like the most like absolutely maxed slasher team with PP Whitebeard on the bench with other units, like two units, of course one on the bench. Like, do not go against these teams because it's gonna be much more closer and probably you will end up losing. So the thing is, this team is very interesting with all these the Conis and the B3 category. I was expecting this combo to do more, but the thing is, the slashers are really, really powerful, and some of you might be saying like, "Oh yeah, you're using kind of weird team." Like, I have been testing a lot of combinations with Conis, Katakuri, and Roger. Like, Roger is essential basically because apart from the defense at the start, which is very much needed against the slashers, we need it for we need it for the speed. But well, so the Conis activates. Let's see what it does. We get a lot of speed down to the units, which is really, really good, and we'll be seeing we actually, yes, action binded and special binded b3 low, which is quite nice. We will be getting the special of Roger, which will not be killing any of our units, but it's gonna be pretty annoying. Even if it were max, it wouldn't have killed any of our units, and our category would still have activated anyway. So as you can see, Katakuri and Conis are the units that have the most defense right now, because the others got nerfed with Shanks crew. But well, it's okay that Conis died, and we're gonna get 3 units with max special from the bench, which is quite nice. And Otama is gonna heal Rayleigh, which is very, very good because I don't think she's gonna be putting him over 60%. Yes, she isn't, and it's really, really nice that she did that. So Calgar and Nolan are gonna start, like, right now they do not have that much attack buff because they are not buffing themselves yet. It's still 7 seconds for that, but well, we managed to basically kill Odin thanks to Calgar and Nolan, and now we're taking quite a bit of damage, but rarely enough the special of Rayleigh would get activated. And yes, I think like now they have the B3 low, which will not be killing any of our units. And after that, it's gonna be a matter of time till Roger maxes his special. But now I think it's pretty much GG, yes, because their units are pretty much dead. And our Golgarian Nola is actually like in God mode, let's say. So if the units aren't dead when he attacks, he's gonna now he's gonna one shot one unit, and it doesn't matter which one, like whichever or one he targets, the unit is dead. Yeah, Roger's dead. That was quite obvious because he was really low on HP, and now PP Whitebeard comes in and does a lot of damage. So as you can see, yes, this team can handle the slashers. And yes, Roger was special level 8, but it wouldn't have made that much of a difference. The thing is, as you can see, it's pretty close, and we have an 8-man team, and the slashers were only 5. So yeah, as you can see, it's not as strong as a team as my previous video in which I was showcasing the Calgara Nola inside the slasher team. But we're gonna be seeing how the other matches go. I'm gonna be trying it against, let's see, for example, this team has units on the bench, but it's not, well, it's not maxed. It's not a PvP Whitebeard or anything. I'm definitely not gonna go up against a team that has Colgar and Nolan on the bench because it's, well, you know how that goes. So let's see if this one with PvP Whitebeard, how that goes. I think it's fully max. Odin is max and Roger too. So yeah, I will be going up against this team. It's gonna be interesting because this one does have PvP Whitebeard. Then again, I repeat, it might be that we are losing here. It's just that I wanted to showcase this team and this Conis basically, because I think she's really interesting. Um, Conis actually, like this team, for example, absolutely destroys a side team. So if you are looking for to do that, so definitely use the combination of Katakuri and Conis, because yeah, they just destroy the side team, because they give them a lot of special city down. They give them defense down level 2. Like, it just quite insane. Like, they have in total, counting the passive of B3 Law and the passive of Kizaru and everything, the side units of in the enemy side team end up having only special city down level 1, which is basically like all the buffs that they have are basically useless. So yeah, as you can imagine, that's quite good. And then our, like, even with this composition against the side team, for example, it would be, I think, better to use other units instead of Rayleigh, for example. But even the special of Dofi is just one-shotting units because they have no defense. So it's a shame. As I was saying before, it's a shame that Coney special did absolutely nothing. Well, she gave speed down and defense down. And now we will get a fairly max PP Whitebeard coming in from the bench and a max Calgara and Nolan. It's a shame that Katakuri died before activating the special, but it would be nice now if Roger didn't die and he actually activates the special, which is gonna happen because Odin targets the unit with most speed, and it wasn't Roger because Roger had speed down level 5, and now Calgar and Nolan will actually do a lot of damage now. Yeah, Roger is getting quite a lot of damage, and now we get the special of Dofi, which is also gonna do a lot of damage. And now the PvP Whitebeard should be doing a lot for us here, but we'll be seeing. It depends on the targeting. Yeah, he targets a lot of units, yeah, as you can see. So they have a PvP Whitebeard not max from the bench, which is really good. If PvP Whitebeard was coming in now max, we probably would be dying, but I think now, as it's 5 against 2, this is pretty much GG. So as you can see, it's nice that this team actually can beat the slasher team with PvP Whitebeard. It's not the safest team, but it's really interesting. It's fun to use Conis. Right now there's no side unit, so yeah, she's doing nothing, and it's nice that we finish the match with Calgar and Nolan one-shotting PvP Whitebeard with 8,000 damage. So yeah, as you can see, like, yes, this team is uh, can get the job done against the slashers. I wouldn't say this is the most optimal team to go up against the slashers, because the slashers are really overpowered right now, and definitely with the addition of Calgara and Nolan. If you haven't seen my previous video, check it out here on top, because it's actually quite surprising, the ability that slasher team with Calgara and Nolan has. It's really interesting to see. So here, I think if this is max, well, kind of. Like, this one is quite interesting to me. I will be going up against it because it has an Otama. I don't think that's gonna be making a lot of a difference, but it's gonna be nice because there's a lot of slasher team in defenses which, instead of PP Whitebeard, they have Otama or other units like that. And I think against these kind of teams, you can rely a little bit on this team. But well, we will be seeing. It's RNG, as you saw in the previous matches. It was a close match, I'm not gonna lie, and the first one was kind of okay, but the second one was much more closer. If the PP Whitebeard had come in with max special from the bench, we would have been in a lot of danger. But in this case, there's an Otama in the bench, so a special of Otama doesn't affect us that much. But well, we could be losing this match. Also, like, I have been testing this team, and it doesn't get like all the wins. Like, maybe I would say 60%, something like this. So that's an interesting idea, because you can put like a team composition like this for a defense, for example, to go, like, to bait people into attacking you. But the thing is, this team works because it has 8 units in the crew, and and yeah, you don't really want to put a defense team with 8 people on it, because people are gonna be seeing 8 characters and they're gonna be thinking like, no way I'm attacking this team, like it has 8 units. So I didn't mention that, but it was quite nice because the B3 Law got special binded and Kizaru got action binded, so that's very lucky. Now Rail is dead and PP Whitebeard comes in fairly max, which is very very nice. Because actually we cared about Rayleigh for the HP up and some defense up that we actually used. So basically, he did his job. And yeah, we killed Kizaru, which is good because he was action binded and he actually didn't get to activate the special that he had charged. And now it's GG with the Roger and the so yeah, PP Whitebeard will probably kill only the Otama because of targeting, but yeah, Roger is dead now. So yeah, this match was a much better one. Like it was much faster. Yeah, the units weren't absolutely maxed, but it was like level 8, level 9. So it was fairly max. And it had an Otama on the bench. So I know this is not like the best showcase to go up against the slasher team, but the thing is, I'm not saying that this team is better than the slashers. It's just that it works nice against them, and it can do some very interesting stuff. But well, it we didn't lose now any of the 3 matches, but in some situations that I have been testing, you can lose like out of the 3, 1 or maybe 2. So it can happen. It's not a safe thing, but I wanted to showcase these Conis against the slashers. And well, I will be doing a next video. I will be doing a showcase of some kind of team similar to that, but against the side team. And basically, like I have been testing it a little bit, but it's difficult to find side teams. So I'm gonna be seeing how I do this showcase because I'm not gonna really be able to find 3 side teams at the moment where I'm recording. So, well, we're gonna be seeing, but I have been testing it against the side team, and it works amazingly well. Like it's no chance. Like the side team, it's really really good. Don't get me wrong, but against this team, is basically their counter. So, if you find a side team, do use this team or some variation of this team. The main units in this team, I would say, are Conis, B3 Katakuri, and then Roger, because Roger is very useful in the defense at the very start and the speed. And yeah, you can put Dofi and Rayleigh. You can put Dofi and Kizaru. I don't think putting Shankscrew is a good idea because yeah, as they don't have any defense right at the very start, and they do not give defense with the special, except for maybe Boa or Germa if when they come out, but not that significant. You can just kill them as fast as you can. So you can replace this, like for example the Rayleigh, for a unit that will be doing more damage early, like for example a Kizaru, giving you a lot of speed to the team. Because and actually it will be giving a lot of speed to the whole team except for Katakuri, because Conis is shooter. So that might be nice, and also the damage from his special might be doing a lot of damage. But well, that's a thing for another video. I think basically the main strength of this team is the fact that you can use 8 units. Like it's the same for this slasher team that I showcased in my previous video. The fact that you can use 8 units in a team, now that there's a lot of good PvP limited rare recruits in the game, it makes the teams much stronger, and it gives you the ability to beat a lot of defense teams, because a lot of defense teams don't really want to put 8 characters on the crew. So if you go up against them with an 8 character crew, like you're gonna get a lot done. So well, but let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this team, if you have tried some other variation with I know this Rayleigh looks kind of funky here, but Let me know if you have tried it, if you pulled for Conis, and if you were lucky enough to get her. I myself have her fully maxed in PvP. The thing is, her special is only kind of if you want to use the special bind and the action bind, her special has to be level 10 because then it's guaranteed. If not, it's not really. And the passive, it's very good. So and it doesn't cost a lot to max the passive. So I would recommend doing that. So, but well, it depends on it's your decision at the end of the day. And well, let me know in the comment section down below what you think. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.